It has been almost 4 months since a large fire destroyed a residential complex on the corner of Walnut and Spring Streets. Now a neighbor is looking to restore one of 3 damaged buildings. Maggie Fitzgerald spoke with a neighbor who bought a property in an effort to restore the historic neighborhood.
Edward Atkins lives directly across from the scorched remains that have sat for 117 days.
We're approaching a 4-month anniversary of absolutely nothing happening across the street.
But Atkins could soon change that. As of August 13th, he's now the property owner of the center lot that suffered extreme damage. And now he's looking to transform the remains. Now the fire left only a little bit of greenery here at 392 Walnut Street, but what remains could be a glimpse at what's to come for the rubbled plot. His first idea? A ruined garden to keep the neighborhood's historic roots alive.
I don't think there's any ruined gardens in a fire, and we might be the first. Why not have a place where people could rest and enjoy their coffee and just sit in a beautiful garden?
Atkins says the lone chimney could be a centerpiece among the greenery. As for the second idea,
is to bring a historic house that's located on Spring Street called the Primus Moore House.
Moore was a former slave and contractor whose work remains within the homes of the neighborhood.
That house is either going to be torn down, so if we could save it, that would even be better than the garden. But it's not something I can do by myself.
Atkins hopes to recruit community organizations like Historic Macon to make the vision a reality.
This is not Rome, okay, that burned, okay? This is Walnut Street that burned, and we will restore it, okay? But we need the community help.
And Atkins says he's waiting to hear from Planning and Zoning to figure out whether the chimney can be preserved, but he says demolition will begin within the next 2 weeks. In Macon, Maggie Fitzgerald, 13 WMEZ News.
Atkins says the property owners on either side of him may be exploring different avenues to rebuild. Meanwhile, the Bibb County Sheriff's Office says 58-year-old Derek Bell, who's accused of starting the fire, remains in the Bibb County Jail.